Hey YouTube. Okay, so yesterday I had my first appointment with my naturopathic oncologist. And it was like 2 hours long. It was a lot of money, but it was a long, thorough appointment, and the main point of me seeing her is to prevent reoccurrence for my cancer. And then along with that, I have like other issues that may or may not be related to it or whatever that we're going to work on. So after I received my diagnosis, I went on a really strict diet. I have been gluten-free and dairy-free for a few years, but on top of that, I cut out all sugars, even fruit, except for berries. And then I pretty much didn't eat grains because I just feel like I can't digest them well. I would eat chickpeas, but other than that, it's like lentils and stuff. Lentils and beans especially, I haven't been able to digest well, so I stayed away from those. So it was mainly just like nuts, nut butters, vegetables, berries. That's like it. And I was definitely feeling the effects of being so restricted the past week or two. Yeah. So, and I was like binging on almond butter because of it. Because my body was missing something, and I was like, oh, maybe it needs more fats, so I was eating more fats, but it didn't necessarily help. But yesterday I ate 2 eggs, and since then I have not had the urge to like binge or overeat on anything. And I had nutritional yeast with that as well. I have a history of being B12 deficient. I haven't had blood work in a while, so maybe that's what my body was asking for. But regardless, I'm not on a strict diet or anything right now because I don't have any blood work back or the DNA test or anything. So for now, I'm eating a predominantly plant-based diet, and I plan on eating eggs and fish occasionally. And I told her I'm like afraid to eat animal products, and she recommends just eating eggs and fish and staying away from the other stuff, I guess. But she told me that if my body is like really asking for it, that I should just trust that, because there might be something in there that my body needs. And right now, as I'm healing and everything, it might not be to my benefit to deprive my body of the essential building blocks or something that it's lacking without those things. And she is a vegetarian. I don't know if she's vegan or what, but so she's not. And she said like energetically, a vegan diet would be best, but there are some like nutrients that we need from animal products that we can't get without them. So from that, I'm probably not gonna have animal products very much. I actually like eating plant-based, but I really like how she shared that, because I think it is important to listen to your body, and I've gone back and forth between veganism and paleo, keto, whatever, like everything. And I'm starting to realize how harmful they can be. I don't think that's the right word. Well, they can be very restrictive. I didn't really get that before. I didn't understand that, I guess. but it's putting you in your head. You're listening to someone else telling you what to do, and yeah, it might sound good, but are you willing to listen to your body throughout that process? And I know there's a difference between like giving in to your intense cravings for like chocolate cake and all that stuff versus listening to your body and what it needs. I know there's a difference with that. So, but anyways, I just thought that was interesting. My mindset has been changing a lot because for the past few years, I've been on a more like strict mindset diet-wise and thinking that there was like one way, and slowly I'm realizing there might not be just one way. And after seeing my naturopathic doctor, she really opened my eyes to the fact that like my genes and everything kind of determines how I should eat versus like everyone just fits into a vegan category. That's it. There's a lot that plays into it. I find that very interesting, and I think more people should understand that. Like, I've heard that before, but until I saw her and she explained, like, she was using like scientific terms like, well, this gene, whatever the name was, it can interact with this or whatever, blah blah blah. For B12 deficient, you might need this, whatever. Ugh, just a bunch of stuff. I don't fucking know. I'm not a scientist, but there's so much. Anyways, so going forward, my diet is predominantly plant-based, whole foods, and I will listen to my body and eat fish and eggs. And honestly, the only thing I've really been craving is fish, and I like that idea. I'm not eating any processed sugars or anything, but I am eating fruit again. She said fruit is fine and dried fruit is fine. There's been no studies indicating that it leads to cancer or anything. So as of now, I am doing that. And she said if something comes back in my blood work or I'm having issues with it, maybe I would have to cut out fruit, that kind of thing. But like I said, we don't know anything for sure until I get my test back. So moving on to that, I had to get blood work done this morning. Some of it was fasted, and then I have to go back in the afternoon to get some things. I don't know exactly what I'm getting tested. And then I also just bought a DNA test called 23andMe. I'm actually excited for that because that will tell me my like ancestry and everything. But it also kind of see what's going on with my genes, and with that she can compare. I don't know, I guess she has this database she can put it into and get answers. And so after I get the blood work results and that's probably when I'll get a more structured plan. But that might be for like a month or two yet. So I'm just happy that I have professional guidance telling me that like I don't need to be as strict as I was being, at least at this time. I think that takes a lot of stress off of me. Another thing she did, I think it's so cool because she's like into energy healing type stuff, but she's also very, very intelligent and like super into science. And she's also such a nice person. But yeah, she did applied kinesiology and like tested what kind of herbs and stuff. And other issues I told her about are like stress and anxiety and digestive issues, fatigue. I think those are all the main things. So, and she said through the testing, the muscle testing and everything, she kept coming back to the emotions, and she was explaining that there's layers, and for me, I have to deal with whatever is going on emotionally before we can go to the digestive issues. Maybe they're related even, I don't know. But so she gave me a tincture right here. There's passion flower, Vitex, and 2 other things I cannot read. But I hate alcohol, but it's fine. It's really not that bad, surprisingly. Anyways, oh, and I'm also supposed to start taking CoQ10 for fatigue and also to help reduce reoccurrence. She suggested I see a psychologist who happens to be a yoga teacher who happens to have had cancer. And I don't know, I'm super excited for this because I've really been thinking about my future career and everything, and I know I'm so drawn to the emotional body and healing on that level. So when she was telling me this counselor's life story type thing, I was just like, that's gonna be me. Something like that. Something like that, at least. Like, and man, yeah. And she also, like, I have dry mouth. I don't know if it's because of what's going on, but there's a few things she recommended for that, acupuncture being one of them. I think that's it for now. And pressure cooking beans, to start eating beans. Just really simple things for now. And then I have to take this 2 times a day. This is supposed to help with the emotions or something. I don't know. I didn't really believe like homeopathic remedies or anything. I don't even know if this would be considered that, but I watched The Truth About Cancer Journey to Eastern Asia or something. I watched a few episodes of that recently. And there was a doctor in India who used homeopathic medicine, and it worked a lot with like emotions and stuff, and he has helped a lot of people. So there is something to it. So I'm just trusting it. I'm trusting this doctor because she is, like I said, she's intelligent and she's also like really holistically minded. She's a naturopath. So I think that's the gist of it. That's what I've been working with recently. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. And hopefully this helps you somehow. I plan to just like document my whole journey in hopes that I can help people along the way. Maybe people who are diagnosed with adenoid cystic carcinoma. For the record, I had surgery and I am not doing radiation. So, there's not a lot of research or anything for this cancer. It's very rare, so I would like to be able to add what I can to that and hopefully help people who are health-minded as well. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.